Hello, students. A very good morning to all of you. Now, today we'll see the median nerve. Okay, so the median nerve is formed by the union of lateral and medial roots that arise from the corresponding chords of the brachial plexus. So, what are the root values of medial nerve? So, C5, C6, C7, C8, and T1. Okay, in the brachial plexus. So the roots C5, C6 unite to form upper trunk. C7 alone form the middle trunk, and C8, T1 unite to form the lower trunk. All these three trunks gives divisions of anterior and posterior divisions, or called as dorsal divisions. All dorsal divisions unite to form the posterior cord, whereas the anterior division of upper trunk and the middle trunk unite to form the lateral cord, whereas the anterior trunk the anterior division of the lower trunk alone form the medial cord. Okay, so the branches from the lateral cord, lateral root of median nerve and medial root of median nerve unite to form the entire median nerve. This union of this lateral and median roots taking place in the axilla. Okay, so this is the axilla here. It is taking place in the axilla. So this union is taking place on the third part of the axillary artery. Okay, in the upper portion of the axilla, it lateral to the axillary artery. It presents lateral to the axillary artery and it continues into the arm. Here you can see, and it continues to the arm lateral to the brachial artery. Lateral to the brachial artery. Yes, that yellow part. Lateral to the brachial artery, you can find this median nerve. In the upper part of the arm, it is present lateral to the brachial artery near at the middle of the arm. So I have already told that the insertion of the coracobrachialis at that place many transitions are taking place, isn't it? Here again comes another transition. Here what will happen? So in the upper part of the arm, this nerve is present lateral to the brachial artery. At the middle of the arm, it crosses the medial brachial artery and comes to the medial side. So here you can see it is coming towards the medial side of the arm. At the middle of the arm, the median nerve is present anterior to the brachial artery. Okay, in the arm, how the median nerve is present? The median nerve is present lateral to the brachial artery in the upper part of the arm. At the middle of the arm, it crosses the brachial artery and comes to the medial side of the brachial artery and also to the arm. Okay, then it enters into the cubital fossa and it enters into the cubital fossa and it leaves the cubital fossa by passing between the superficial and deep heads of the pronator teres. By passing between the superficial and deep heads of the pronator teres. This is the pronator teres and it is passing between the heads of superficial and and deep parts of the pronator arteries. Now, the nerve runs down the forearm in the plane between. Now it is coming down like this, and it is coming in between the flexor digitorum superficialis and the flexor digitorum profundus. That means flexor digitorum superficialis is a superficial flexor muscle, profundus is a deep muscle. So it is present in between these two muscles. Okay, up to the wrist, up to the wrist. So this nerve is continued in this manner only, and then at the wrist it lies between the tendons of the flexor digitorum superficialis medially and flexor digitorum, not flexor digitorum, flexor carpi radialis laterally. So in the forearm, after piercing the two heads of pronator arteries, and it runs in the plane of in between the two muscles, that is the flexor digitorum superficialis and flexor digitorum profundus, up to the level of the wrist, and above the level of the wrist it is present in between the two tendons of flexor digitorum superficialis on the medial side and flexor carpi radialis on the lateral side. It then enters the hand by passing deep to the flexor retinaculum. Immediately at the distal part of the flexor retinaculum, the nerve spreads out and separates into all its branches in the palm. This is the course of median nerve. Now we'll see again the course. So in the axilla, the lateral root and the medial roots, which are arising from the corresponding cords of the brachial plexus, unites to form the median nerve. It is present at the superficial to the axillary artery, third part of the axillary artery, and then it enter into the arm, and it lies lateral to the brachial artery up to the level of the middle of the arm, and then it crosses the brachial artery at that level, and it comes to the medial side and it enters into the cubital fossa. In the cubital fossa, it pierces in between the heads of deep and superficial heads of pronator arteries, and then it runs in the forearm in the plane between the flexor digitorum superficialis and the flexor digitorum profundus, and above the level of the wrist the median nerve is present in between the two tendons of flexor digitorum superficialis on the medial side and the flexor carpi radialis on the lateral side, and then it enters into deep to the flexor retinaculum, and at the distal part of the flexor retinaculum it gives numerous branches to the palm. So this is the course of the median nerve, and then now we will see the branches of the median nerve. In the arm, this median nerve is not giving any branches in the arm. Some small twigs of median nerve gives to the brachial artery. Okay, and there is no muscular branches, any articular branches in the arm. Okay, only the main branches of the median nerve is giving in the forearm. Okay, That means the median nerve is the principal nerve of the anterior compartment of the arm. So this is the major part of the muscles are supplied by this median nerve. So though it doesn't give any branches in the arm, but it is giving many branches in the forearm. And also the major branch in the forearm is the anterior interosseous artery. This is anterior interosseous nerve is the major nerve, which is a branch of median nerve, and the other branches are unnamed and include muscular branches, articular branches, and cutaneous branches. Okay, muscular branches means the branches which supply muscles, articular means the branches which supply joints, and the cutaneous which supplies to the skin. Okay, now we will see the anterior interosseous nerve. The anterior interosseous nerve arises from the median nerve as it passes between the two heads of the pronator teres. So after crossing the pronator teres, there it comes the anterior interosseous nerve. After that, it gives the anterior interosseous nerve. Okay, it runs down the forearm in front of the interosseous membrane. So just go back and remember the interosseous membrane, which is present in between the in between the radioulnar joints, isn't it? So, and it is present in front of the interosseous membrane, and it is accompanied with the anterior interosseous branch of ulnar artery. After supplying, so if it is present in front of the interosseous membrane, means this anterior interosseous nerve is deeply placed, isn't it? Yes. So the deep muscles of the flexor part of the forearm is supplied by this nerve. Okay, it passes it is passing deep in the flexor region, and it is supplying the deep muscles. What are the deep muscles? The flexor pollicis longus and the lateral part of the flexor digitorum profundus. And also it passes deep to the pronator quadratus and supplies it too. So what are the deep muscles supplied by this anterior interosseous branch? So one is the flexor pollicis longus, flexor digitorum profundus, as well as the pronator quadratus. And this branch is end up. So this anterior interosseous nerve is end up by giving some twigs called as articular twigs to the radiocarpal, that means the wrist joint, radiocarpal, and inferior radioulnar and intercarpal joints. This is about the anterior interosseous nerve, which is the branch of median nerve. Okay, this is deeply placed nerve and which is present on the anterior aspect of the interosseous membrane, which is accompanied with the anterior interosseous branch of ulnar artery. After supplying the flexor pollicis longus and the lateral part of the flexor digitorum profundus, it also supplies to the pronator quadratus, and this nerve is end up by giving articular twigs to the radiocarpal, inferior radioulnar and intercarpal joints. Okay, so this is one of the important branch of the median nerve. Now again we come to the main nerve, that is the median nerve. So the muscular branches, the nerve is giving branches to the pronator arteries near the elbow, and it enters the muscle on its lateral border. So it is giving branches to the pronator arteries, and the nerve is present on the lateral border of this muscle, and it also give number of nerves, a broad band of nerves are arising from the upper part of the forearm, which passes superficially to supply the flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, and the flexor digitorum superficialis. Okay, so after giving branches to the pronator arteries, the nerve is present lateral to the pronator arteries, and then at the upper part of the forearm, it gives a broad band of nerves and which passes superficially and supply the flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, and flexor digitorum superficialis. All these muscles are the superficial muscles of the flexor compartment, isn't it? And now we'll see the articular branches. Articular branches, a tiny twigs from the median nerve or the muscular branches supply the elbow joint here, and it supply the elbow joint and to the superior radio-ulnar joint. Superior radio-ulnar joint as well as the elbow joint is having a nerve supply from the median nerve. Next, coming to the cutaneous branches. Here the palmar cutaneous branch. So in the forearm, there is no other cutaneous supply by this median nerve. So at the palmar aspect, above the flexor retinaculum, so it gives a palmar cutaneous branch in the lower part of the forearm, pierces the deep fascia. Here it pierces the deep fascia, reaches the superficial plane and passes into the hand superficial to the flexor retinaculum. It supply the skin over the thenar eminence. It supply the skin over the thenar eminence and also middle of the palm I have already explained this thing in the hand. Okay, so in the middle of the palm, it may not always present. Okay, it supply the skin over the thenar eminence is always present, and also over the middle of the palm it may not always be present. Okay, this is about the nerve supply in the forearm. Now we will see branches in the hand, how this median nerve is supplying in the hand. Okay, so if you see at the hand region, yes, if you see at the hand region, so at the level of flexor retinaculum, at the wrist, at the level of flexor retinaculum, this nerve is present deep to the flexor retinaculum and it passes in the carpal tunnel, and at the distal part of the flexor retinaculum it gives branches. After coming out of from the distal part of the flexor retinaculum, it is giving two branches. One is the lateral branch and the medial branch. Lateral branch and the medial branch. Okay, now we will see what are the branches coming from the lateral division. Okay, the lateral division gives off muscular branch to the thenar muscles. It is giving nerve supply to the thenar muscles, and 3 digital branches for the lateral 1.5 digits, including the thumb and the index finger. So 2 digital branches for the thumb and 1 digital branch to the index finger. Okay, and also this lateral division gives of muscular branch to the thenar muscles. It gives muscular branch to the 3 thenar muscles also. So what are the thenar muscles? Flexor pollicis brevis, abductor pollicis brevis, and apponens pollicis muscles are supplied by this lateral division of the median nerve. And the medial division divides into two digital branches where it is giving branches to the adjoining sides of the index finger. You can see it clearly here. So this is the medial branch, and it is giving two digital branches, and this one again divides into two slips. You can see here. So like this one, not here, the medial side of the index and the lateral side of the middle finger, and then again the lateral side of the middle finger and the medial side of the ring finger is supplied by this medial division. These are the digital branches of the median nerve. Okay, finally in the hand it supplies 4.5 muscles, namely the abductor pollicis brevis, the superficial head of flexor pollicis brevis, and the apponens pollicis. In between, it is also giving supply to the first and second lumbrical muscles. Okay, and palmar skin over the middle and distal phalanges of the lateral 3.5 fingers. Lateral 3.5 digits, we can call it as. Okay, and also on the dorsal aspect also, it is giving supply to the proximal lateral 3.5 fingers. Okay, this is about the median nerve course and its nerve supply, and the applied anatomy we will see in the next video.